Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Powered by soy biodiesel, the Ohio AgNet team will join the Ohio State CFAES students for the Planting Professionals Etiquette Dinner, sponsored by the Ohio Soybean Council. This event is a great opportunity for students to sharpen professional skills and connect with leaders in agriculture. There'll be around 200 students and guests there tonight. Well, oil future prices edged down at the start of the week on Monday, October 20th, after reaching $56.35 a barrel during the day, following 3 consecutive weekly losses. The bearish sentiment was driven by expectations of global oversupply amid weak demand growth. Abundant global supply expectations were supported by weak economic growth in China, the largest oil buyer in the world. On Sunday, China's National Bureau of Statistics reported the GDP grew at 4.8% year-on-year in the third quarter of 25, below the 5.2% and 5.4% reported in the first and second quarters of the year. High tariffs on U.S. imports of Chinese goods also have contributed to bearish demand growth outlooks for the export-dominant national economy. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Plenty of clouds around through the rest of this afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. Not putting together any changes here. It's just a cool, damp scenario that we're going to find ourselves in for the next couple of days. Today looks a lot like tomorrow, looks a lot like Thursday. I want to stress the moisture that can pop up anywhere, but I don't think it's a big deal, and it's relatively light. I'm not putting together a fully dry day for the entire state until we get into a Friday and then the weekend. Next week is interesting. We have a weather system that's going to try and develop in the plains, but track is still uncertain. Could go north, could go south, but keep your eyes open for more moisture next week. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. We again last week did our own Ohio AgNet, Ohio's Country Journal Crop Progress Update. It's brought to you by Unleaded 88. Save on fuel with the blue handle. Fill up with Unleaded 88. Discover more at ohiocornandwheat.org. Well, the survey results show about 42% said they're done with soybeans and have at least 25% of corn harvested. The same amount, 42%, reported soybeans are done and at least 50% of the corn harvested. Roughly 8% said they're still in beans with no corn harvested yet, and around 6% said they're completely finished with both corn and soybeans. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed consultant sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Let's check in on our Chicago Board of Trade and what's driving today's markets.
This is Ryan Metzger with Lice Mercantile. Despite the government shutdown, we are still receiving the USDA export inspections data. This is the data that represents the volume of grain that has been physically loaded out for export. For the week ending October 16th, corn inspections came in at 51.9 million bushels. We are currently tracking at 61% higher exports than this time last year. Soybean inspections came in at 54.2 million bushels, which was above the industry expectations, but still well behind the pace needed to keep with the USDA forecasted demand. Wheat exports were at 17.7 million bushels, which was also in line with industry expectations. Please visit our website at licemercantile.com to learn more about our crop insurance, grain marketing program, and brokerage services.
And thanks, Ryan. As we turn to the markets, brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. December corn, $4.20, down 3 1/4. March, $4.34, down 3. November soybeans, $10.31, down 3/4. January, $10.49 1/2, down 1/2 cent. If you carried them all the way to March, you're at $10.63 1/4 cent, down 3/4. December wheat, if you've got it, $5.01, down 3 3/4. July 26 new crop is $5.40.5, down 3 3/4. Carry that crop out to September, and you're $5.54, down 3 3/4. October cattle up 75 cents at $242.60. December up $1.17 at $244.80. December lean hogs, 82.25, up 17 cents. February up 20 at 84.92. November feeder cattle up 87 cents at 373.55, while January's up 55 cents at 369.72, and March up 45 cents at 366.95. Powered by Soy Biodiesel. Powered by Soy Biodiesel tomorrow. We'll check in with our next farm credit visit. We'll be in the Worcester office. Also, check our website for 2 more videos that have just been posted. It's all at ohioagnet.com. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.